I like to be recognized as not the first person, but one of the few people in history that said, "Oh, a TV, I bet that would look really great over a fireplace," and then fix that scenario by installing a fireplace after I place a TV. So, apartment, mine, soon to be rearranged, everything's gonna be better. And I'd like a woman to come in here occasionally and not say, "What the fuck are all these wires?" and instead be distracted by my electric fireplace. This is a Nepoleon, the 42-inch wide electric, obviously. I didn't chop a hole in the wall. 1500 watt heater. You could adjust both the the blue flames and the red flames, so you could have it like, oh yeah. I don't think you shut off that beep, which sort of is weird. But there you go. I like all the way orange and one blue. Super clean, glass face. I mounted it on some 2x4s to keep it far enough away from the wall to fit right here. My little wiring, all the wiring for the TV, and then also the power wires for my lifts for the screen go down that. And I just made a little mantle from Lowe's. Picked up 3 pancake blocks, 4 by 8 by 16. Laid them out on the floor. Put some felt, what's it called on top of them? What are they called? Felt pads, like that. And then I bought these Italian-made black marble tiles. I had to buy a 5-pack. And 4 of them just lay across like that. And that leaves a space big enough for this 2-inch PVC, which you see running around the room. And that's going to eventually incorporate all the wires that you see. This whole rack is moving there. And then I'm going to neatly rewire everything in those tubes so that I can have speakers, television, speaker, and you won't see a goddamn thing. I was lucky enough that this outlet here was an old 220. And when I say old 220, you're gonna have nightmares now about that face staring into your soul. Yeah, it was an old 220, so I ripped it apart, rewired box, made it into a single 20 amp with standard plugs, and I cut the end off the Nepoleon. It had like a 6-foot cord, and I cut it and I put on a nice bright orange plug because that's all the store across the street had. TV is also plugged in right there, so no wires for power have to escape this area. And yeah, new Vizio 50-inch, which I did a little calibration video on. And it's much better now. I still need some tweak in the gamma. There's still a little bit of things going on with flesh tones. There's like, you can definitely see banding on it. I'll work that out. I'm sure somewhere in there. But yeah, the Nepoleon. Not cheap. Not cheap. I got a deal on a overstock one. And you could lower all the flames to like gentle, subtle lovemaking. It's basically a mirror behind it and some fancy looking like 36 RPM roller, and the heater is instant. You hit heat eventually. Put on the heat, hold on. There you go. You put the heater on and hot. It's hot already. Like 1 second in. On high, and it does. Here's the thing. Here's the best part about this. They know you're going to put it like this over a television. So if I put my hand here, I don't even feel heat. It is blowing there, right here, super hot. Right there, nothing. So you could put it under your television and not melt your television. I have no concerns that that's going to affect it, which is super nice. Of course, it is summertime, or the end of summer. I miss summer already. So having it compete with my air conditioner is probably the least economical thing you can do. Obviously, other things are happening here. Ignore them, but actually, I can pull it off the wall. All right, I'll be a nice guy. It's just you attach a bracket. Oh, it's heavier with the glass on. It is rather heavy. There's the bracket. There's the 2x4s. There's all my wiring, and it just slides on. It doesn't weigh a little. And sits there. And you actually got a bag of broken glass. I know that sounds weird, but you pull this fascia off. It's 7 screws. So you install it without this heavy piece of tempered glass on it. And then when you're done installing it, it's mounted, ready to go. You fill that bottom bit there with the broken glass. It looks really nice. You put the cover on. Done. The only thing I wish it had was a timer function, so I could leave it on, go to bed, and know it clicks off, but it doesn't have that. Something you probably program into a Logitech remote. And I know from first-hand experience, the ladies love a nice, big fireplace.